As a listener and loyal Patreon of the OK Beast community, you're probably familiar with the meme that Conan Exiles has become on the show. For those who aren't familiar with the game, it's a survival action RPG with a firm foothold in the land and lore of the Conan universe. Conan Exiles was released in early May of 2018 across PC, Xbox, and PS4. While it got off to a rough start due to complaints of nagging bugs and weak content, Funcom has continually pushed to add to the game since its release. While Conan Exiles is certainly not without its flaws, I've had a ton of fun playing it. Here are the 4 main reasons that the Exiled lands keep me coming back. Whether you're wanting to build a tiny house to kick back and wax political while drinking craft beer, or a huge castle to rule over your thrall army with an iron fist, the building system in Conan Exiles has you covered. There are numerous tiers of building materials to give your buildings a distinct look, as well as higher protection from the baddies outside the gates. You can also build nearly anywhere you'd like, balanced atop a rocky spire or beachfront resort property. The Exiled lands are yours for the taking. There's a sense of accomplishment when you see your idea of the ideal abode coming to fruition. Conan Exiles has a mechanic called the Purge, where on rare occasions, waves of enemies come to destroy your base, so it pays to take the time to really plan out your castle. I'll never forget my first purge, laughing down at the army of direwolves from my comfortable perch. Conan Exiles features an interesting thrall system and newly added pet system. Both of these systems are similar, whereby you must first capture your intended thrall or pet, bring them back to your compound, and break them. Depending on what pets are fed during their breaking period, there's also a chance that they will become a much more powerful greater version. With thralls, their faction and level determines what crafting recipes are available to them. For instance, a level 1 blacksmith can only craft basic weapons, while a level 4 blacksmith can craft perfected master weapons. Additionally, armorers from colder climates craft gear that's better suited for colder weather, and vice versa. Utilizing various unlockable feats and combinations of different thralls and crafting tables, there are literally hundreds of different items available for crafting. During your travels through the Exiled lands, you'll happen upon many different animal species, none of which are particularly happy to see you. When you have a run-in with one of these animals, you have the option to harvest them. This harvest will be rewarded a bounty of ingredients for craftable items, but from time to time, a head. That's right, a head. Do you recall the last game that you played that included taxidermy? Yeah, me neither, but I found it interesting to try to collect all the animal trophies that Conan Exiles has to offer. Why do you get to brag to your buddy that you managed to bring home the red dragon or giant albino bat trophies? At first glance, you may be concerned that Conan Exiles will have you clawing your way through 60 levels of desert dunes. Thankfully though, the game hosts a variety of biomes. From the jungle river deltas to frozen peaks, there are many sights to take in. You'll want to be careful though, each biome comes with the appropriate weather like beautifully devastating sandstorms and frigid blizzards. There's even a convincing day-night cycle. It's always a memorable experience when you're forced to hunker down in complete darkness to avoid accidentally running off a cliff or into the jaws of a hungry beast. You'll never forget your torches again. So, whether it's the robust building and crafting system, or the fun of clubbing a thrall over the head and dragging them back to your castle, there's good times to be had in Conan Exiles. I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to say a very special thank you to our patrons. Your support helps us to continue to deliver content in the industry that we all love. I always love to hear from you too. If you'd like to get in touch, reach out to me on Twitter at RebelRed6. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.